Hi everyone, this is Diane Doyle from Plant-Based Dallas, and I wanted to show you a quick little meal that I have prepared, or I am preparing from my jars. You know, you may have heard that we have our jar swap every few weeks where everybody brings jars filled with one ingredient and then we trade. So today I'm doing another stir fry. I have added farro, because that's the grain that I got. I've added carrots, Brussels sprouts, Napa cabbage, red bell peppers, cauliflower, and cut up some mushrooms and added some red onion. Okay, so one more time. We've got cauliflower, we've got Brussels sprouts, red bell, mushrooms. I had some pineapple cut up in the refrigerator, so I'm going to make it a little sweet and spicy, sweet and sour, so I added some pineapple. But I put about 1/4 cup of water in here. Then I just piled in all my veggies, my cooked grain, whether or not you use quinoa or brown rice or farro or spelt, it doesn't matter. But you put it all in there, and then you let it steam for a little bit to cook all the veggies. And then when I'm going to add to this in a little bit, I'm going to add some sesame seed to it when it's all done. And I've got a mixture right here that I have water, soy sauce, some arrowroot powder, or you could use a non-GMO cornstarch as a thickener, some sort of powder to use as a thickener. And then one of my favorite spicier sambal ulik, which is a garlicky chili spice that I like to put in there, paste. And after my vegetables get a little bit soft, I will add the soy sauce arrowroot thickener. And I also had some fresh ginger that I'd cut up and frozen in the freezer. So in addition to the red onions, I've got some frozen ginger I threw in here and some garlic. All right, so it's getting to be a little bit tender, but still not ready, so I'm going to cover it up, cook it for a few minutes longer. And again, you can use any kind of fruit. You don't even have to use a fruit, but if you have sliced up oranges or sliced up tangerines, that would be delicious in this dish. And you could add a bean if you wanted to it. I don't have any more beans right now, so it's just going to be all veggies for me this time. But you could add frozen edamame. You could add some canned beans, rinsed off, whatever ones you want, northern beans. You could add a little bit of chopped up tofu at the last minute and get it hot if you wanted some additional protein. But you don't really have to add that, because remember, all these veggies that we're eating have protein in them. Broccoli has a lot of protein, so don't worry if you don't think if you don't have a bean or a protein in it. All these veggies have proteins. Okay, still a little bit hard, so I'm gonna cover it back up, and I'll add my salt and pepper at the end, because since I'm using the tamari, it has a lot of salt in it, so I'm not going to salt it till after I taste it. Again, this sauce has in it water, soy sauce, sambal ulik sauce, and you could also add some lime juice to this if you wanted, and if you had any fresh cilantro or cashews, you could also add that to this dish. I'm going to add some sesame seeds at the very end after I've combined it all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this sauce so that it can start thickening. I'm just going to pour it in here. Okay, I've added the chili sauce that has the soy sauce with it. And we're going to let it sit there for a little bit, and it's going to thicken. While we wait, let me show you a few things that you might want to get. I love getting garlic at Walmart like this. This is a huge thing of garlic. And it has garlic, water, and phosphoric acid. I'm sure the phosphoric acid is some sort of preservative. Again, not near as good as fresh garlic, but in a pinch, this is good. All right. to show you a picture of our jars. Here's my container full of jars. I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. There we go. There's my container full of jars. And I just pull this out of the refrigerator and dump. That is a meal in minutes. Okay, it seems to be bubbling up under there. So let me check on that and see how we are. Okay, yes, good. That's thickening up quite nicely. As you can see, getting it a little bit thicker. And I have a little bit of grain in there, not a whole lot. You can see that chili in there. And again, I'm not going to salt it until after I taste it. Yeah, this is the perfect consistency. The vegetables are a little bit soft, but I still like them crunchy. So we've got the big pieces of Napa cabbage in here. I've got mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, red bell, carrots, spelt grain that was already cooked. I like to keep cooked grains in my freezer. When I make up a big batch in the Instapot, I'll put them in pint-sized mason jars that are this size, and I'll label them with the date, and I'll put brown rice, spelt, quinoa in the freezer in these jars so that when I want to make a quick meal, I don't have to make up a big pot. I cook a lot at one time. Okay, you can see how thick this got. So this is perfect. This is ready to eat. Instant stir fry, no time at all if you have your jars. So I encourage all of you all to participate in a jar swap. Hold one of your own if you're not in Dallas, and text me or message me and I'll tell you how easy it is to run. It's not hard at all. Okay, y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. This is Diane signing off from Plant Based Dallas.